Cozy Meadow Knits Podcast. This is episode 16. My name is Sophie, and I'm coming to you from Shediac River, New Brunswick, Canada, where I live with my husband and 2 kids. We have a daughter that is 13, and our son is 11. So this is my knitting podcast where I share all my recent makes, my current whips, and any dream knitting, which is usually a lot because I want to knit all the things right now. Obsessed. And I am so glad to be here with you today. Welcome back to any returning viewers. It's so awesome that some people come back and watch again. I'm so happy to be here with you. And for any new viewers, hello, welcome. I hope you enjoy this episode. Anything that I will talk about today will be linked down in the show notes below, as in yarns, patterns, my project pages, my recipe that I will share later. It's a good one. I love it. So let's get on with the knitting. My first finished object I am wearing. I love it. This is your Find Your Dreams shawl. And this shawl is designed by Marie-Elyse Dugal. And this was a mystery knit along. In November, that Marie-Elyse designed the shawl pattern, and in collaboration with Tippy Tree Yarns, you could buy a kit from them and then knit the mystery knit along. So this shawl, I tested the pattern for Marie-Elyse before the knit along, and I couldn't show it. So this was a finished object since October. I finished in October and I wasn't able to share it, and now the mystery knit along is over. And the pattern is released on Ravelry for free. It will be linked down below, and it was such a fun test knit. It really, really was. So this is a shawl. It uses fingering weight yarn, and I'm going to take it off. I'm super hot. I'm always super hot, but in the house today, right now, it's really, really warm because I just finished cooking chicken fricot, which is kind of like a chicken stew, Acadian chicken stew. Anyway, and like the house is really hot. So I'm going to take this off and be able to show you a little bit of the shawl. This is fingering weight yarn, and there's so many great things about this shawl. So first off, the yarns. I didn't use Tippy Tree yarn just because I had a lot of stuff in my stash. So this is all from my stash yarns that I already had. And basically what it is, you can use it asks for a full skein of yarn, which would be your main color, and all your contrast colors can be minis, like 20 gram minis. So I'll just go and show. There's so many great stitch patterns in here. I don't remember what this stitch is called. Maybe I'll put it here, but you start off with this beautiful stitch detail. It's so nice. And then you go into some garter ridges, and you go into another color. So this is one of the first contrast color is from Sweet Skein of Mine, and it's from my advent calendar from last year. And then you do some garter, more garter, and you switch into the second contrast color. This is loops and thread that I've used in another shawl. It was some leftovers. And then you go back into your main color, and you do it. They're called, I think they're kind of like raindrops. They're different. Yeah, so they're different types of eyelets. It's a little bit different. The pattern is so well detailed, like so well written. So well written, and really easy to follow. So again, and then there's like these elder. Again, it's the same stitch as I showed earlier. So this is 2 colors. This is some sassy string yarn, and this is some Yarn Indulgences yarn that I had too. And the main color is from Sassy Strings as well. I think it's called Amber. The pink, I think it's called Breathless. It's gorgeous, gorgeous yarn. And then you get into, at the end, you do, I think it's called a daisy stitch. It's been so long since I finished. And yeah, so this is my shawl, Find Your Dreams shawl. I love it so much. Again, the pattern is free. You can do whatever. You can do this all in one color if you want, but it's a really fun way to use some really special minis that you've been hanging on and you're not sure what to make with. Yeah, a great stash buster. I think I'm going to leave this off because I'm really, really hot. And I might have to cut here because, of course, I think it's my neighbor's snowblower that's going on right now. There hasn't been any noise at all today, this morning, and now, of course, I think you can probably hear it. The microphone is really sensitive, and I'm just really scared that this is really loud. So I'm going to cut it here for right now, and I'm going to insert some yarn. Yeah, I'm gonna insert some yarn shots. I did buy 2 advent calendars this year. I know, I'm crazy. I have no self-control. I enjoyed it so much last year. Last year I had gotten Sweet Skein of Mine, the advent calendar, and I loved it so much, and I used the minis in socks. I wanted to make a blanket. I think I made 1 square and that's it. But I did use the yarn a lot. There's a few bits left, but I use it a lot as heels, toes, and cuffs, or contrast colors in some of my projects. It is really great to have. So this year I really wanted to do it again, so as soon as Amanda from Sweet Skein of Mine put up the advents in her shop, I bought it right away. So I have that one, and the other one is from Comfy Cozy Knits. And so we're at day 18, so I've already opened 17 minis of each calendar, and I have them all on my table, and I can take a shot from there. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking because that's probably really loud for you guys, so I'll be back in a sec. It's quiet, so I think he turned it off. Well, I know he did. Hopefully it doesn't come back on. Let's continue. Okay, so that was my first finished object. I think I've said everything. Again, it's a free pattern, a lovely knit. Marie-Elyse, you did it again. Amazing, amazing pattern. Okay, so I'm gonna show Marie-Elyse some more love because I did another test knit for her. And this is for her winter stroll sock pattern. And this is another free pattern, and it just released today. So if you want it, you can grab it on Ravelry. Winter stroll socks, it'll be linked down below, and another gorgeous free pattern. Okay, so I'm showing this as a finished object. It's a half finished object. I only have one finished. I already cast on the second one, and yeah, it's so cozy. So this is a DK weight sock pattern, and it's so cool. I really love it. So the pattern starts with a cuff, and on the cuff you do some ribbing, and then there's a little snowflake detail here on the cuff, and then you do a little bit of more ribbing, and then you go into the pattern on the leg. So the only thing I modified is the colors, the color placements. So how she has hers is, this is all one solid color, and then the sock is another color. You can do whatever you want. You can have it all in one color. Anyway, so I went to PI a couple weekends ago. We had a hockey tournament over there, so that was nice to be on the island again. And I bought the yarn there. So this sock is made with Barocco yarn, and it's called Vintage DK. Now I have a new camera. I have a new phone. I've always had an Android phone, and I switched to an iPhone. I'm so sad. I am a diehard Android person, and I switched to an iPhone. There was a deal, and I think the iPhones do have better cameras. So anyway, so I have no idea. This is the first time that I'm using my phone for recording. So I don't know if this is backwards or not, but it's Barocco Vintage DK, and it's a nice yarn to work with. I would recommend it. I don't know how it wears, but it feels like it's a really strong yarn. It is 40% wool, 52% acrylic, and 8% nylon. So you've got nylon in there too, and there is wool and there's acrylic. And this, I made this more for like a boot sock, like a big thick sock to go outside and stuff. So, or even house socks. I think it's going to be really strong. So 2 colors, the color numbers are in my project page. And yeah, so you do the cuff, and then in the leg, it's basically you knit 2 rounds, and then you do a series of knit a few and then purl, knit a few and then purl. Again, free pattern, so I'm not giving anything away that I'm not supposed to. And that's it. You do a round of the knit a few and purl, and then you do 2 more rounds of knits. So, and you go on the full sock. This is a slip stitch heel and gusset, and then I did the contrast color in the toe. It's a super cute pattern, very quick to whip up, and I had told myself I wasn't going to do any more test knits before Christmas, and when she showed me this sock and I knew it was a DK weight, I was like, I think I can make the deadline with 1 sock. So I did. I love it, and I've already cast on the second one. So that's free pattern. Go grab it from Marie-Elyse. Thank you again. And my last finished object is a hat. I've shared this on Instagram. Oh yeah, I've shared this on Instagram. So you can find me on Instagram as cozymeadowknits, and on Ravelry as cozymeadowknits. And I do have an email, cozymeadowknits@gmail. Everything will be linked down below. But yeah, so this is my hat. I really, really love it. I am not a hat knitter. I've knit a few hats. Well, like I would say like 12 hats in my knitting life. And some of them worked out for other people. And none of them worked out for me. I am a very tight knitter, and they always like go up when I put them on. They're not big enough, or they're too big. Anyway, so I've had a lot of problems with hats for myself. Anyway, so this is the Horseshoe cable hat with a left twist. I think that's what the name of it. I'll have it here. And it's by Manon Drolet, who is the owner of La Violette Yarn Gift and Co. That's my local yarn shop, and she'll be linked down below. I purchased the pom-pom there, and she has many colors, and I love it. This was in stash. And this yarn is from Revolution Yarn, and I think this is called Royals. Again, everything will be in my project page. It is a worsted weight yarn, so a worsted weight hat, so it's pretty warm. I wouldn't wear this outside with blistering winds, because it is only like a single layer on the brim. The wind can kind of still go into your ears, but it is a perfect hockey rink hat, and that's why I knit it. And so I've knit this pattern before too, and the hat doesn't fit because it's too small for my head. And so this time I tried it again, and it's no fault to the pattern. I'm a tight knitter, so I went up a needle size, and that was the magic. I don't have a good hat. I'm not a good hat wearer. But this is what it looks like. I look ridiculous with a hat, but it doesn't matter, because in the arenas it's super cold. Well, some of them are super cold. So this is perfect. It's just perfect. So that's my hat. So I made a hat, and I really love it. Now this pattern looks amazing in a solid color, in a tonal, but I think it's still really pretty with this variegated yarn. I had ordered this color. She only had, I think, one skein of this, and I was like, this is my color. These are all of my colors. And I have the other hats that I had made, they're lighter. Anyway, I just think it looks awesome, and I really love it. And I love the pom-pom too. Okay, so that's my hat. This is a free pattern too. So go grab, it's like free pattern day. Oh goodness. Okay, so that's my hat, and those are all my finished objects. I have, I think I have a lot of whips, but I'm only going to show 3 right now. I do have the OBECTS sweater. I've just finished one of the sleeves. I'm not going to show it. I showed it a couple times already. So I just put the stitches of the other sleeve on. So I'm going to start the second sleeve. I am trying to finish this sweater by the end of the year. I'll talk about that more after, because I have some New Year's plans. Okay. Whips. Okay, so this, I will just show you where I'm at, but again, this is my second winter Stroll sock. So I'm here. I should be finished by Christmas. This will be my lunchtime knitting at work, and I should be able to finish that this week. So I'm excited about that. And that's my first whip. My second whip is my Putney sweater. So on the last episode, I shared that I don't remember if I had casted it on. I don't remember, it's been a while. So I was watching Sandy from the Lakeside, By the Lakeside podcast. I love Sandy. I want to be Sandy. She's so cool. Yeah, and she had shared this pattern that she wanted to make the sweater, and as soon as I saw it, I absolutely loved it. So this is the Putney sweater, and this is where I'm at. Okay, so I am loving this knit. I have joined in the round for the sleeves. This is a pattern by Amy Lowden, and I have knit one of her patterns before, and it's called the Whitmore, and it's one of my favorite sweaters. I love it so much, and I wear it very often, and it's gorgeous. And yeah, so I made that pattern, I knit that pattern, and her patterns are like, there's so much information. It's so great. There's a lot of sizes, and yeah, I can't say enough good things about her patterns because they're very, very well written, very well detailed. Anyway, and so this, I'll put up a picture of what this sweater is supposed to look like. This is going to be a very relaxed sweater. It's going to be super cozy. You start with the back panel, and then you do like the flaps, and then you join together. It's a paid for pattern, so I'm not going to share too much about it, but yeah, so this is the yarn that I'm using. It is the softest thing I have, like seriously, it's ridiculous. I am using Drops, using yarn by Drops, and it's called Sky. Again, I don't know if this is backwards, sorry if it is. And it's super soft, baby alpaca and merino wool. It's a mix of the two. It's amazing. I just want to make sure that I'm saying that right, though. I think there's polyamide too in there. Okay, yeah, 74% alpaca, 18% polyamide, and 8% wool. So it's a chainette wool. I think I've shared this before. So it's a chainette wool. So basically, it's kind of like a tube, and inside is the alpaca blown into it. Or the fibers are in there. The softest, lightest stuff. Oh my goodness. I can't even, oh, you have to. Go to a yarn shop and just feel this. Because it is amazing. So this is a DK weight sweater. So the Sky is DK weight, and that's it. I'm just doing it one strand. These are my ends there. So this is one strand, and that's all I'm holding for the whole sweater. So it's going really well. And now I'm just doing in the round so I can watch TV and knit. So that's my other whip. That's my second whip. Putney sweater. I can't wait. I can't wait to have this on because it's going to be really warm, really light, and super cute. Okay, so my last whip, and I had shown this last time. I did a little bit of progress on it, but so this is my Ranunculus sweater. This is my first Ranunculus sweater, and as you can see, I have finished the yoke and the pattern details here. This is a paid for pattern. And right now I'm in the raglan increases. I don't know if you can see them. If I can find them. Okay, yeah, here. I'm in the raglan increases here. I think I only have a few rounds, a few more increases, and then I can split for the sleeves. I was a little bit concerned. I had said so in my last episode that I wasn't sure if this was going to fit because it's a little bit, I went down a needle size. And because I wanted to make sure that the fabric would not be see-through. And what I'm using as yarn is Briggs & Little roving. I'm holding one strand of the roving and one strand of tin silk. If I can just separate it, it's right here anyways. It's one strand of tin silk and one strand of roving together, and I really love the fabric that it's making. It's really soft. It's really soft. No, it's not really soft. It's not rough either. For unspun yarn and with the mohair, I think it's lovely. I can wear it next to skin. It would not bother me. So again, I was concerned with the neck, just the ribbing on the neck, because it's actually tight. So what I did block this before starting the raglan increases. So I soaked it and I laid it out to dry, and I pinned it really aggressively to try to stretch that neck hole, neckline, the most that it could go. And I think it's going to work out. I've been trying it on and it does fit. Like I can put my head through it and everything, but it goes like really high on my neck. So I don't know if it's gonna, I don't know. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna continue on and split for the sleeves and then try it on again and see how that goes. Anyway, but I'm really loving the pattern, and it's not the pattern's fault, it's me. I am not on gauge and I am not using the right needle size, and so that's totally my fault and it's on me, but a little bit of tweaking, I think it will be amazing, and I really do love it. So that's my Ranunculus sweater. It's a pattern by Midori Hirose. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Everything will be linked down below. And I think that's it for my Ranunculus. I'm hoping to work a lot on this too during the holidays, because this does knit up very quickly. So I would love to have 2 sweaters finished. I'd love to have the orbits finished and another one, because I have 4 or 5 sweaters on the needles right now. I know, it's crazy, but I can't help myself and I can't stop myself, and it's really hard. So what I want to do, the reason why I would like to clear off my needles with a few projects before New Year's is because me and Mary from Olde Thyme Knits will be hosting a knit along for the Love Note sweater. I will put a picture up here of what the Love Note looks like. I have never made a Love Note. This will be my first one. And I was watching Mary's podcast, and she knit one during the summer, and I really loved it. And I had seen this pattern a lot before, but I really liked her version of it, and I'm like, I really should try this pattern, because like this is another pattern where everyone has made a Love Note. And so I really wanted to do it, and we were talking, me and Mary, and we were like, we should do a knit along. We should knit the Love Note together, and it could be our New Year's cast on. And I was like, yes, that's perfect. And then we were like, why don't we make it as a knit along for everyone else who wants to join in? So if you want to join in, we're going to cast on the Love Note on New Year's Day, and not sure when it will be finished. We haven't really set a date for the finished object, and we'll have more details. I'm sorry, my son is creeping up the stairs and trying not to make any noise, and anyways, it was just really funny. Okay, yeah, so Love Note Cal. What I can tell you is that we'll have a hashtag, and I'll put it here because I think I didn't even write it down. I think it's Olde Thyme. I don't even know what it is anymore, but I'll have it somewhere here. If you want to participate, you can cast on a Love Note on New Year's Day, or even after, that's okay. But I'm excited for a New Year's Day cast on, and just post pictures on the hashtag in Instagram. And it's just a really laid back knit along, and it will be just so much fun to see all of the different colors and all the different versions of the Love Note. So if you would like to join, please do. It's going to be fun, and yeah, more details to come, but the beginning of it is set. New Year's Day, hashtag is here, Love Note Cal. It's gonna be fun. I already have my yarn for it, and I've shared it before. I had bought the yarn for it at a yarn festival this summer, so I'm super excited to use it. I will share more details when in the new year about the yarn. And what else? That was okay. Yeah, so the next thing that I want to do on New Year's Day is cast on a second thing. Yes, of course, let's cast on all the things on New Year's Day. I'm going to be casting on, what am I casting on again? Oh, it's a shawl. It's a shawl by Marie-Elyse Dugal. Again, It's a free pattern, and she will be hosting a knit along for the I'm blanking. It's here. I have notes. Oh, yes. It's called the Winter Stroll Shawl. It's a beautiful shawl. It's a free pattern, and Marie-Elyse will be hosting a knit along with also with the Lab Fiber Yarn Studio. And to participate in the knit along, we can cast on New Year's Day. You can use whatever yarns you have. If you want to order some kits, the Lab Fiber does have kits available, and I ordered some yarn from the Lab Fiber. Do I have yarn in stash for this? Yes, probably I do. But I did go check out her colors, and they're gorgeous. And I saw the perfect combination in my head, and it was right there. And so I'm ordering. I don't remember what the color. I know one of the colors is called Cozy. Hello, I had to do it right. It's called Cozy, and it's my colors, my jam. It's a moody burgundy, orange, greens, muddy, all together. So that's gonna be like one of the colors, and the other color will be more of a neutral. I can't remember the name of it, but she will be linked down below if you wanted to look at kits. Again, it's a free pattern knit along. You do not have to buy from the Lab Fiber. You can use from stash. It will use 2 skeins of yarn, and all the details are in the pattern page. So if you want to check that out and participate, I will definitely be doing that. And I can't wait to get the yarn. I love Happy Mail. And I'm totally not sponsored by anything that I talk about. Just wanted to add that to make sure. And is that it? I think that's it for my future projects. Oh, I have, oh my goodness. There's like 10 other sweaters that I want to cast on, but I really want to start clearing off my needles with the sweaters because I want to wear them as well because it's winter here. We have gotten a little bit of snow. We were supposed to get like a lot of snow yesterday, and it came down as like rain, like wet snow rain. So there's pretty much some white patches around, but that's about it. But yeah, I hope where you guys are, if you do have snow, it's all white, because I like a white Christmas. I think it's getting cooler again during the week, and we should get some. The last thing, I'm checking time. My time is up there. Okay, the last thing that I wanted to share, 2 things that I want to share. A couple of acquisitions, and I'll show them really quickly. I ordered from Ginger Snap Yarn. This is my first Ginger Snap purchase, and I'm so happy I finally have my hands on some of these gorgeous yarns. Oh my god, I love this color. It's so good. Anyway, she had a sale. What was it? Oh my goodness. I think it was free shipping, so I jumped on it. I don't have a lot of DK weight yarn, but so I grabbed this one. This one is a DK. It is called Oceany, and it's on her their squishy DK 75-25 merino and nylon blend. It's super, look at those. Ooh, yeah. It's gonna be a gorgeous sock. And this is some fingering weight. I don't have any projects for this. This will probably be a pair of socks. And this is some fingering that I'm gonna have in my stash. So pretty. This is called Vintage Dust Fingering Weight, 75-25 again, merino and nylon. So these are gorgeous. So I grabbed those. What else? And I just went to my local yarn shop, and again, La Violette Yarn Gift & Co. she's linked down below. And I grabbed this skein yesterday. I went for a visit and I'm like, I can't leave empty-handed. And I've been eyeing this yarn, which is Ancient Arts. I don't have any Ancient Arts yet. And these are Canadian Dyers. I'm not sure where this is from. It's from Canada. But I don't know where they are located, but anyway. Gorgeous green color. And this is on the sock Meadow base. It's 80% superwash merino and 20% nylon. And it's yum. It's plump and it's very soft. So again, yay. Merry Christmas to me. Those are my, is that it? I think those are my purchases. Oh, and the giveaway on the last episode, it was my pod anniversary. I've been podcasting for 1 year. So happy, so encouraged by all of the comments to every time continue on. In the beginning, super awkward, super nervous, but I stuck with it and people would watch and then they would comment, and I'm just so happy that some of you enjoy the episodes and are returning. So thank you so much. As a thank you, I have this beautiful skein of yarn from Sassy Strings, and it's called Tahitian Summer. Hopefully I am saying that right. And it's 75 superwash merino, 25 nylon. This was the prize to win, and I did not do the draw yet. I'm going to insert just after I'm going to do the draw. You just had to comment on my last video and you would be entered for this skein of yarn. So I will announce the winner after, and congratulations whoever wins. And okay, now the last thing is a cookie recipe. It's a cookie recipe that I make every year, only at Christmas, because before I would only do it once a year because they're special too, and it makes them special by not making them throughout the year. They are called Raspberry Jam Thumbprint Cookies. They're very popular. You might already have this recipe, but if you have never made these before, oh my goodness, they are delicious. There's almond extract that goes into it a little bit, and there's a little glaze you do, and it's just like, oh, they're magical. They're my favorite cookies. And that's why I can only make them once a year, because I eat so much. It's a lot of butter in there. Yeah, but they're delicious. So I made some yesterday. I'll put in some footage at the end of me making some, and I will insert some footage from of basically what we've been up to for the past couple of weeks. We went to go visit some lights. We went to go see some lights in Riverview. There's like a strip where all of the trees along the water are all lit up. It's super, super awesome. It's really cute. We got some hot chocolate, and we walked for about 2 minutes because it felt like, with the wind chill, like minus 19 Celsius. And it was really cold. So we did drive by with the car and saw those. We've made a gingerbread house. What else? I'm looking at the table because we've been opening up our advents. This year I have 2 advents, so I bought some beer for my husband. So every day he opens up a new craft beer, and that's basically his Christmas gift as well. He loves it. We did this last year. At first he was like, am I going to actually get a beer a day? I'm like, And yes, he did. And he was really excited because in the springtime, he was like, did you order your yarn advent? Because, yeah, I think he wanted me to make sure to do that again. And for the kids, I've been buying some stuff at the dollar store, some treats and little things that I think they are actually going to use. So they also open up a little gift every day. And that's our little tradition right now. It's our second year doing it, but everybody loves it, so we're probably going to be doing that for quite a while. And hockey, we did the hockey tournament. My daughter has been playing volleyball, and that just finished. They had finals, and they won the banner for their division that they were in, so we were super proud of them. They worked very, very hard. This is the first year that Jenny actually plays a sport, I think, and first time playing volleyball, and the girls really did great, so that was awesome. And I've been baking. We've had knit night. We had a knit night on December. Anyways, it was a couple weeks ago, and that was fun too. Got to sit down with Nancy Wheeler. She is a sock designer that I knit a lot of. I test a lot of her patterns. So she was there, and there was a lot of, like, everyone was there. It was so much fun. Yeah, so that's pretty much what I've been up to. I try to knit as much as I can. I've did some shopping. I think I'm done. No, I'm not. I'm not done, but I only have 2 or 3 more gifts to go, and that shouldn't be too hard to find. I'll do that this week because Christmas is in a week. What? Anyway, yeah. And I'm on vacation between Christmas and New Year's. Yay. So happy about that. That's going to be fun. Get some more knitting done, relaxing, and just like living in my pajamas, I think is the thing that I'm looking forward to the most. And all of the yummy foods. I'm going to try not to gain weight. I'm going to try not to go crazy on the food, because we usually do, and I always regret it in the end. I am definitely going to eat all of the food, just maybe like control my portions. It's going to be hard, but I can do it. And I think that's it. So again, the recipe will be linked down below. I'm going to announce the winner. Thank you so much for viewing. I know I say that all the time, but thank you for the lovely comments that you leave. I read every single one of them. It's just so awesome to hear from where you are. It's just so much fun. I love hearing from where you are watching from and what you're knitting on, and any, like, if ever you want to share a recipe too, link down below, comment and leave a recipe. I'm always looking for new recipes because I love baking, and cooking is not so much fun, but I do that too. Okay, I think that's it. Have a wonderful holiday season, whatever you celebrate or not. I just hope you have a couple of great weeks, a very happy new year, and I will see you back in the new year. And remember, love NOTE KAL, or the Shawl KAL, yeah. So happy knitting, be safe, be merry, and I'll see you next time. Thank you so much. Bye. Okay, so we have a winner for the lovely skein of Sassy Strings yarn, and the winner is Kat Montgomery. Congratulations. If you can send me your information either by email, my email is linked down below, or on Instagram, just send me a message. We already follow each other, and I'm super happy for you. Congratulations. And so just send me your address and I will send that in the mail to you as quickly as possible. Congratulations again.